Welcome to Tenxcellence, where we count down the best and worst in just about everything. Today we're diving into the world of TV shows, specifically those that completely fumbled their finales. Now, if you're currently binging one of these shows and don't want any spoilers, you might want to skip ahead a bit, because we're not holding back. These are the series that had great potential but left us all wondering, wait, that's it? Let's kick things off and get ready for some serious disappointment. Number 10. Prison Break, 2005 till 2009 and 2017. Prison Break was all about tension and high-stakes drama, with Michael Scofield going to insane lengths to break his brother out of jail. The first few seasons were nothing short of genius, especially with Michael's intricate tattooed plans. But by season 4, the plot had stretched so thin that the show's big twist, a brain tumor that killed Michael off, felt more like an afterthought than a proper ending. You thought the pain was over? Nope. In 2017, they brought him back from the dead in the most convoluted way possible. The idea of yet another Prison Break felt like a desperate attempt to milk a finished story. It wasn't clever anymore, it was just repetitive, and the plot twist that once kept us on the edge felt like weak cash grabs. Number 9. Seinfeld, 1989 till 1998. A show about nothing that somehow managed to be about everything relatable.
I think I can sum up the show for you with one word. Nothing. Nothing? Nothing.
So, how did Seinfeld decide to end 9 glorious seasons of biting everyday humor with a courtroom scene? Yep, the entire finale was essentially a trial of Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer, where they were judged for being terrible people. And while that's true, they were terrible people, it just wasn't funny. Instead of going out with a wit and charm that made the show legendary, we got a weird moral message that didn't fit the tone of the show. The decision to rehash old plot points in a greatest hits trial felt like a lazy way to wrap things up. And that final jail cell scene, let's just say, nobody was laughing. Number 8. Scurbs, 2001 till 2010.
Seriously, Big D, if I fail out here, I gotta go to med school in the Caribbean. Dude, I don't speak Caribbean, so tell us what to do!
Scurbs season 8's finale was a thing of beauty. JD's heartfelt walk through the hospital, reflecting on his journey while we seen flashes of the future, was the perfect goodbye for fans who had followed him through his hilarious, yet often emotional medical career. But then, they had to go and ruin it with Scurbs Med School. The 9th season felt like a Frankenstein monster that couldn't figure out if it wanted to be a reboot, a spin-off, or just a sad continuation. Most of the original cast was gone, and the new characters were lackluster at best. The writing lost its magic, and the charm that made Scurbs one of the best medical comedies ever was gone, leaving fans wishing season 9 never happened. Number 7. 2.5 Men, 2003 till 2015. What happens when your lead actor leaves under dramatic circumstances? If you're 2.5 Men, you replace Charlie Sheen with Ashton Kutcher and just hope for the best. But spoiler alert, it didn't work. The chemistry was never the same, and the series limped along for several more seasons, clearly running out of steam. But the real insult was the final episode. After teasing Charlie Sheen's return throughout the finale, they ended up killing his character in the most ridiculous way, by dropping a piano on him, literally. It was a slap in the face to fans who had stuck around for 12 seasons, and instead of a clever nod to its past, it felt like the writers were making a mockery of their own show.
Winning.
Number 6. True Blood, 2008 till 2014. The final season of True Blood was an absolute bloodbath, and not in a good way. What began as a dark, sexy vampire drama ended in a bizarre mix of half-baked plotlines and out-of-character decisions. By the end, beloved characters were either killed off unceremoniously or given endings that didn't make sense. The weirdest part, Suki, the series' main protagonist, ends up with a random guy whose face we never even see. Talk about anti-climax. It was a disappointing end to a once captivating series. Number 5. Lost, 2004 till 2010.
There are no shortcuts, no do-overs. What happened, happened. Trust me, I know. All of this matters.
There is no denying Lost was a groundbreaking show. It started with so many mysteries. Polar bears on a tropical island, smoke monsters, secret hatches that kept fans glued to their seats. But the series' sprawling, complex storylines needed a precise, well-crafted ending. What we got instead was, are they dead or are they in purgatory? The whole Flash Sideways storyline in the final season confused even the most devoted fans. By the time we reached the church scene in the finale, where everyone seemed to be dead or maybe they weren't, it was clear the writers had no idea how to wrap up their own story. Instead of providing answers, they gave us more questions and an ending that was so frustratingly vague, fans were left feeling lost themselves. Number 4. Dexter, 2006 till 2013. Dexter Morgan, the beloved serial killer with a code.
Tonight's the night. And it's going to happen again and again. Has to happen.
Had built up a fanbase that wanted to see him meet a satisfying fate, whether that meant death, imprisonment, or redemption. But what did we get? Dexter fleeing to the woods and becoming a lumberjack. It was the most out of character and nonsensical ending possible. Fans were hoping for a resolution to Dexter's internal struggles, maybe even a final confrontation with his dark passenger. Instead, we got a guy who suddenly decided he was better off chopping wood than continuing to be a master manipulator and vigilante. The whole final season was plagued with poor writing and odd character decisions, but that finale was a betrayal that no one saw coming, and no one wanted. Number 3. The Sopranos, 1999 till 2007. Few finales are as divisive as The Sopranos. After 6 seasons of mafia drama, viewers sat on the edge of their seats during the final moments, waiting to see what would happen to Tony Soprano. And then, nothing. Literally nothing. The screen cut to black, and fans around the world thought their TVs had broken. Was Tony killed? Did he live? We'll never know, because the show left it all up to interpretation. While some call it genius, many were furious. The ambiguity felt like a cheap trick, a refusal to give closure after years of emotional investment. Instead of definitive end, fans were left forever wondering, which, depending on who you ask, either made it brilliant or just plain frustrating. Number 2. Game of Thrones, 2011 till 2019.
So our new king has chosen to send you to the Night's Watch.
For nearly a decade, Game of Thrones delivered some of the best character development, political intrigue, and jaw-dropping moments in television history. So, when the final season condensed what could have been 2 or 3 seasons of material into 6 rushed episodes, fans were beyond disappointed. Daenerys' abrupt turn into the Mad Queen felt unearned.
I am not here to be Queen of the Ashes.
And Jaime Lannister's character regression made zero sense. Bran becoming king, it was like the writers threw out logic and gave fans the least satisfying end possible. The pacing issues were glaring, and characters we had watched grow over the years were reduced to plot devices to tie up the story as fast as possible. It was a legendary downfall for what was once an epic show.
I'm going to go now.
Go where?
Number 1. How I Met Your Mother, 2005 till 2014. Finally, we reached the most infamous of all botched finales. After 9 seasons of build-up, 9 seasons, we finally met the mother. And then she dies off screen. And the whole series turns into a way for Ted to tell his kids why he is still in love with Aunt Robin. The writers spent years developing Ted and Robin as incompatible, only to reverse that in the last episode. And what's even worse, Barney's fate, with a baby out of nowhere. Fans who had invested so much time in the series felt completely cheated, and the finale's attempt at a surprise twist wasn't clever. It was a slap in the face to anyone who had cared about the characters. Instead of satisfying conclusion, How I Met Your Mother left us all thinking, wait, what was the point? And that's a wrap on our list of TV shows that completely dropped the ball with their finales. What do you think? Did we miss any? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button for more top 10 lists right here on Tenxcellence. Thanks for watching and stay excellence.